Masakan ፈልጋለሁ ለማለት
And there are few players more popular with the Arsenal fans than Bukayo Saka.
Just look at his face, how much it means to him.
𝐀𝐅𝐓𝐄𝐑 has faced a race with fitness to be involved in the closing stages of the campaign. But what energy he has brought to this Arsenal team. And there was a lovely return today. First appearance since January after injury for the Spaniard, 𝐀𝐅𝐓𝐄𝐑. Now, the last Arsenal captain to lift the Premier League trophy was Patrick Vieira, and that was 8,044 years ago. For more than 2 decades, Arsenal tormented in their pursuit of this moment. In annual lecture, we'll hand the trophy to Martin Odegaard. A season spent on the precipice of dreams, all the near misses, all the broken promises. Where they are right now.
Broken promises.
And the journey has taken them to get here.
እንዳይጠላት ኧረ አሁን ለማቴው
Home.
ግራ ተጋባ
For 22 years, the old Arsenal artillery has lain silent and dormant, gathering dust, gathering doubt. But this season has lit a fuse. After 22 years of
Yes!
about to go.
ሆነ!
22 ዓመት ቁዝሚ ለቀቀ ትላለህ እንኳን ደስ አላችሁ
እናመሰግናለን። ይገባችኋል አቡ ዮኮሬሽ ማትን ሳሊባ
Premier League champions for the 4th time. This is Arsenal's 14th league title overall. Only Liverpool and Manchester United have more.
Congratulations to that man, Mikel Arteta, his backroom staff, all his players and everyone associated with the
ጋብርኤል
They have shown a fierce determination to win this season. Questioned, can they get over the line? Well, they
ቡካዮ ሳካ
a defensive structure and no lack of quality.
ሊዊስ ኬሊ
They're not afraid anymore. The belief this will bring, and what a springboard it could be towards
Julian Timber.
Champions League final next weekend.
Still plenty to look forward to for this group. They'll enjoy this moment and then they've got a week on the training ground to get themselves ready for their assault on the Champions League.
አርቴታ የሜሪኖ ሴሌብሬሽን እቺ
What a moment that is for Mikel Arteta. Heartache, 3 years on the bounce, but back he's come with his staff and his players and led his club to that moment. The last
Madueke.
Captain of Arsenal was Patrick Vieira, watching on these scenes at Selhurst Park. Whatever, of course, the subplot is, he's the manager
Giù ተገታተረች።
as well, and you know what this feeling is like. I mean, is it possible to put into words what they're going through right now?
It is a big achievement. It's really tough, really difficult to win in the Premier League, and especially when you have this type of. In our time, it was more Arsenal, Manchester United, and this time we had City, we had Liverpool, we had Chelsea. So I think the competition is more difficult now because there's more team who are capable of winning the Premier League. That's why I think it's look at the face of the Arsenal players, the fans are expecting it for quite a while, and there's so much happiness and well-deserved victory.
Listen, you won a double in your second season at Arsenal. When you've won something, when you've got over the line, it's 7 players in the manager have a springboard. What's the psychological change?
I think in the last couple of years they built
Max Darman.
they built stability in the teams, and I believe that they will be the teams to beat next year. I don't think they will be a lot of changes of players next year. I think the base of the team.
Easy.
Maybe 1 or 2 players just to freshen a little bit the dressing room, the new faces. But they look really solid this year. Difficult teams to score against. Really strong defensively. And when you win it once, the confidence goes to a different level. And the big challenge for them now is to see if they can win it 2 in a row, because we wasn't capable of doing it. We didn't do it, our generation. And the challenge for them is try to win it back to back. I think that will be a successful generation.
Before we come back to Patrick, the new anthem, we've had another one this week, understandably so, from Tuesday night. This is the moment for the Arsenal squad and staff to enjoy. His first season as an Arsenal fan to end with lifting this trophy.
Our time at Palace, his head, the only team that he has on his mind was Arsenal. He was a big Arsenal, and his dream was to play for Arsenal football. And that was the right move for him, because it was important for him to really understand the demand of a higher level football. He's had all the attributes. He's technically really good, really gifted. He understands the game quite really well, but sometimes he needed a little bit more pressure to perform. And going to Arsenal, he needed to fight to get the spot. He needed to perform, he needed to score goals, he needed to make assists. And he did it. He had a difficult period where he started a couple of games on the bench. He understood that he needed to do more. And I'm glad because he enjoyed his football and he became a really important Arsenal player.
Wonderful scenes. They're able to enjoy by those supporters who are fortunate and lucky enough to be there. The group shot, the staff shot, the family shot, they're all in there. And Mikel Arteta constantly talks about the Arsenal family that's got them to this success. And of course, they have their hands on the trophy. Do you agree with Patrick? Is this the ultimate test? They've got a taste of it. Can they go again? Can they retain it? Will they be the team to beat next season?
Well, they absolutely look that way. They're getting better and better. They're not an aging squad, are they? And I think they're looking at some of what's gone on over the last few years as well, and the change that Man City have had to make over the last couple of seasons, the changes that Liverpool did make last season, and what's it resulted in? It's resulted in inconsistency. So I think the best way to go about it is to keep the vast majority of this, and maybe add another phase if required. If you search around the world, what player can make this team better? Very, very difficult.
I don't think there's any change over the summer. I think they'll be the team to beat again next season.
And when you think about it, Jermaine, you look at young Max Down next season's gets thrown in the air. You look at the likes of Miles Skelly. You look at Gyökeres, who you know was close up in the North London derby. You would think they'll all be much better again next season in the current. So much I think for him, as a centre forward to come to Arsenal, that much pressure, and he didn't start well, to be honest. And you know, there's a lot of questions asked of him. Again, to show that character, to still score goals, to be a handful, to work and run. As a manager, that's all you can ask for, really. Because eventually, what happens is when you work hard, you get rewarded. You get your luck, and then you know he got a little bit of momentum. He got confidence. He scored goals. But I do feel like next season will be a lot better. Patrick said that to me just before. A lot of players, when you come in any club, you don't always hit the ground running. And I think now that he's got a taste of this, all these players, they're going to want it again, which is normal. But yeah, you have to respect what they've done this season. You know, it's such a. I think on reflection, I think with Mikel Arteta, you know, in terms of the play, that he's bring too many in. I think you look at it like, you know what, we're hard to beat, difficult team to beat. But can next season, can we score more goals? Can we create more? And it's something we're going to start to work on. In terms of being hard to beat first, that's the most important thing for me.
Selfie sticks around, rightly so. They all want to sample every single second of this.
Meanwhile, at the same time, Mikel Arteta, of course, was assistant to Pep Guardiola. He saw him then deny him title after title in the last 3